Brothers DC shoes, what would you do with the DCU? Each person on the panel, please. This is a great, yes, thank you for the clip out for this. What I would do at this point, I would go with James Gunn, but I would also wait and see. The other thing is he also has Peacemaker season 2 and Waller to work on after Superman Legacy or during Superman Legacy, so he's going to be busy regardless. But they need to wait and see. Superman Legacy is July 2025. It's actually not that far away.
Really
you
not.
gotta
Like
wait.
next
You have
year.
to wait. You have to wait and see before you get forward. Here's my ultimate prediction. I think it'll be a success, but if it underperforms Superman Legacy at the box office in July or August, you're not going to see stuff go into production until mid 2026, late 2026, and then they're going to pick and choose. Whereas if it was a fire opening weekend, amazing worldwide box office, I think you could get stuff started at the end of 2025 in the production for the next year. And I think that's the difference. Then you'll see projects 2020, 2027 or 2028. That's what based on the pattern of Hollywood, that's where I'm basing this off of. But I would definitely just go all in. I would like to see Zack Snyder's conclusion, but the supplemental characters, not even Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all the other characters are what did the nail in the coffin for me. For seeing Aquaman 2, Flash, even though I enjoyed some of them, all the supplemental characters, that's what killed the universe for me. I don't see how you repair it at this point. Just move forward. Go ahead, Claudia, while you're here.
So while I'm here, can you keep up that? So if I was in Warner Brothers shoes right now, and doing with the DCU, I would announce the full slate, right? The slate that you have, like for example, the comics you got connected to the DCU, the video games you got connected to the DCU, you've got like animated stuff. Start announcing the other few projects, because that's what I would do. Because even though now the DCEU is done, right? Start doing that stuff, because if you don't, people are gonna second guess things, right? And furthermore, it's like what I saw an article by Variety saying, they're not obligated to make a Superman game, even though Superman movie is literally coming out. Said 2020 2025, they're not obligated to do it. And I'm just like, well, that's a missed opportunity, a very missed opportunity by Warner Brothers if they don't do it. And it's the same thing if you do for a Batman movie. If you got a Batman movie, great opportunity to do a Batman game. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to start announcing some of these characters, whether it's in video game, animation, movies. Start doing that stuff and start revealing everything. Because if you don't, everyone's going to start
you would like to see him deliver on the promise to have people in the same role across video games, comics, animation. I also would too. Unfortunately, even though Justice League versus the Suicide Squad is coming out,
it's already out.
Warner Brothers. I know.
It's already out.
I know.
It's already out.
The video game aspect of Warner Brothers is not doing that great right now.
Oh no, they cooked.
Delays. The
whole division is cooked.
But yeah, we do want to go around.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Let's get
that's different, but different company.
Okay, DL.
It's not the Warner Brothers, but different video game company.
And then we'll get Voltaire too. CJH paid a super chat. He wants us all to respond. Go ahead, DL.
Okay, if it were me, well, it feels like I'm probably copying off of what James Gunn stuff, because he's literally like reading my mind with certain stuff. But like, I like his approach that he's going to have movies, shows, and even video games interconnect. So that's probably what I would do with the video game stuff. I would be careful with that because not everybody plays video games. So if it is going to connect to the DCU, which I'm sure this is what James Gunn is going to do when he's approaching this, but like the video games, they can be in the universe, but don't have events happen in that game that like has to be necessary for you to play in order to understand the story of the universe going forward. If it were me, as far as a slate, I'm not going to give you guys a full slate, but like I'm just going to give you like what I would start with. So once again, I would start with a Superman movie. I would have 2 Superman films, and then I would have a Batman movie. I would do a Batman and Superman movie, not Batman versus Superman. It's Batman and Superman, like the Batman Superman movie from the animated universe. I would do that. Have a Wonder Woman film and a Flash movie, and then we do Justice League. And then if you want to do the other characters after that, like Green Lantern, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, stuff like that, we could do it after that. You don't need setup movies for every person in the Justice League to set up to a Justice League film. You could do half of it before and then the rest of it after. So that's kind of would be my approach with that. Like 2 Superman films, a Batman movie, a Batman Superman crossover, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and then Justice League. And then you do the other characters after that: Aquaman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter.
All right, let's get Voltaire and then Perp, and then Joe and I'm sorry. Or Anthony, you ready? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. And then Voltaire, then Perp. I'm gonna say I will start with first of all, Superman. Love Superman. Want to see a new Superman movie. Been 10 years. Well, 11 years, whatever it's been. It's been a long time. Start with that. Boom. First, maybe I'm getting tired of Batman. A little bit of Batman fatigue at this point. A little bit, not too much. A little bit.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
There is.
A little bit because WB loves Batman. I make a ton of money, merchandise, whatever, games ever. I'll go Green Lantern. Give a new life. I know.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds. I know Ryan Reynolds one fell. He even said, "I'm sorry about it. It was not my fault. It was WB interfering with that movie since it started production." The story's out there. You could read it. I will start with that. Then a Wonder Woman. New Wonder Woman film, new Wonder Woman actress, everything. The last one was successful. We're not counting Wonder Woman 84. That movie does not exist. That came out in the pandemic. That movie's dead. Then after that, maybe Supergirl, obviously. That's the new one. Been 84 years since the last one.
You did say something I forgot, Anthony. Excellent. What? Yes, Green Lantern needs to be a go, especially since he was not in the last version. Only hinted at. Even
only hinted at. It was only hinted a little bit. We only the multiple Green Lantern TV show that never happened. And for the video games, or animation, you could do whatever you want with animation. You could probably do COD list this character that nobody ever heard for animation, for streaming. Video games, I would love a Green Lantern video game. A Supergirl or Superman one would be dope. Maybe what else? What other characters? Wonder Woman. No, actually, we are getting a Wonder Woman game. So
we are getting a Wonder Woman game.
Yeah. Damn, it's hard.
Flash.
Flash would be a dope one because they tried that back in 2013 and that did not work. There's footage out there of the video.
Anthony's going through everything. We got to give some time for Voltaire to and the rest of you're going through everything.
One more.
Good job, Anthony. One more. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let's go with crypto. That would be good.
No. I'm cutting you off. There.
No, I want crypto. Let's get crypto.
Yes, crypto the dog video game.
Team Crypto. Yes. Oh my God.
No. Actually, if you don't want crypto, you can make a Team
Sir, you are bearing the lead.
Teen Titan video game. Teen Titan video game.
Teen Titan video. Okay. Voltaire, what would you do? The CGH paid $5 Canadian. It's going to fund us for the rest of the year. What would you do with DC? Each person on the panel, please. If you're in Warner Brothers DC shoes, and you had James Gunn, you already announced that, right?
I already know what I do. I know how to run these studios. If they would give me a shot, they have the problem of these prior characters that they have to get rid of, so to speak, or make people sort of forget about and move on from. Right? And they have the problem of Batman saying it's going to be kind of separate from what they're doing. So you do start with Superman. You kind of have to. That's their, premier character. So that's good. They are going to have to. I agree with DL. They have to have a roadmap, a slate or at least a plan of whether it be the phase thing like Marvel did, or some version of that. People like that. People like anticipating these things. So you start with Superman. I was thinking like Anthony, you need to bring Green Lantern in. He's a very marketable character. He's a cool character. And if he's done right, and you could do it as Green Lantern or Green Lantern Corps, you could even, integrate a TV show at the same time. That's the second one. Then you could go Supergirl, I guess, would probably be it, because I don't think you can go Wonder Woman for a while, because you need to have people forget about Gal Gadot. And when you're ready to introduce a new Wonder Woman, then you go. Now, what they need to start doing is, remember Marvel at the beginning had little Easter eggs in their movies, like in the Hulk movie, there's that Captain America shield under the ice. They got to do stuff like that. Maybe in the Batman movie, you see them just fly by, or a news article, something. They got to do little things like that to sort of tease the audience into getting this stuff and getting excitement about this sort of thing, because they have good characters. So you do those first three movies, then you do what's his name? I always forget the name of the Keanu Reeves guy, the Ghost guy.
Wait, what?
Ghost guy, Deadman?
No, the Keanu Reeves movie they did years ago, but not make it Keanu Reeves.
Constantine?
Oh, Constantine. Yeah.
And you do a Constantine movie, okay? And it's not going to be Keanu Reeves. I think he's too old for it at this point. You bring in some British guy who looks like him. You start, and everything's got to have some Easter egg of interconnectivity, and then you tease it, and then eventually Batman comes in, and that's kind of it. And it's like at least a 6-7 year plan. And it's got to be something like that. I think that's kind of what James Gunn is trying to do already. Everything.
After speaking with all you, great points. We're going to still get Joe and Perp, but I would say I'm thinking the key is Green Lantern, because it's going to differentiate it from the last version of DC,
Exactly.
And that's the one they basically were trying to start the DCU even before the Snyder stuff with Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds, and then they stalled when the success wasn't great there. And it's a Green Lantern is great type of character for James Gunn's universe too, because the space aspect he's already done.
So many, like James Gunn is very good at the space.
And it really is going to gel the Justice League if they resemble the Justice League again, I think. Okay, yeah, and then we'll get the.
I just have one question, and then I'll let Joe and Perp go. So remember back when they were about to do Justice League Mortal, and that was going to be the first universe. I mean,
that movie would have been a masterpiece.
Do you guys think it would have worked for them to start off with a Justice League film and then make movies after that?
It's George Miller. Yes, it would have worked 100%. You got one of the all-time great directors, George Miller, doing the Justice League. If you have not read the script for Justice League Mortal, it's out there. It's amazing.
I like George Miller, but I do think he's more hit and miss.
No, that would have made a ton of money.
I don't know.
Before the Justin Hammer, whatever the fuck the guy name is, whatever his name is, the Batman person that was gonna play him, before the controversies, I think he would have been good as Batman, and all those people like that.
Yeah, just the idea of like starting a universe with Justice League. Do you think that would have worked?
And if you're talking about 2004, 2005, when superhero movies was great during those times, it would have worked. The only thing
you could go in that reverse, do Justice League, and then break off into the little projects.
We got to get the Perps was so patient.
Purpose very patient.
I've got to head out.
I've been very patient.
I've got to head out.
You don't want to hear what Perp's got to say? I understand. All right.
No, it's bedtime for me. It's already.
I know.
It's bedtime.
It's very late over there.
Perp's really long-winded. I get it.
You can listen to Perp off screen. You can listen to Perp off screen.
Yeah, I listened to Pep off screen, but before I go,
heard, not seen.
Before I go, I just want to say that MME International is returning tomorrow.
Yes.
Night. So we're gonna do it around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
And me and Max, we're gonna be talking about anything really.
International friends. We got to start promoting. That's a good thing we do here. We got to get that back at least once a month.
Yeah. So we're gonna do it tomorrow. So
sheesh, Voltaire, professional.
Stay
please.
tuned.
Oh, we got an update on the Paramount merger, so I put it in the chat.
Okay. Well, thank
cool.
you, Anthony. Thanks, Taladia. Go support Taladia.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Good night, bud.
Night.
All right. Go ahead, Perp. You're in charge. This is CGH's super chat.
All right,
What
I'm
would you do?
I'm in charge. All right, so first thing, you know what we're gonna do. We're taking Batgirl out of the trash. All right, we're giving that baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're giving
The
that
first thing he was
baby-
gonna say.
Yeah, we're giving that baby a $250 million reshoot money. Hired Greta Gerwig to do character scene reshoots. We're going to get Kensuke Sanamura for action choreography. We're going to give an extra $500 million for marketing, release it limited. Another $300 million for Oscar and award consideration and marketing. We're going to release it globally on Women's Day. All right, what do you think of that? Awesome.